everyone! Welcome back to my channel. It is me, Sophie, and for today, I would like to ask everybody who's currently watching, how are you guys doing? If you guys are feeling okay, feeling alright, namubulol ako, please do comment it down in the comment section. And you are safe here, everything is valid, your feelings are valid, you are valid, and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that oh my gosh, bell button, and yes. So, for today, I would like to welcome our beloved guest. Ta-da! This is Alex. So, she's my guest for today, and we are going to talk about things that the acting industry does not tell you. Like, literally does not tell you. So, welcome ko na kayo. So, are we gonna, proceed? Yes, no, yes. Yes, kasi wala kayong choice. So, we're gonna do this. Okay. So, introduce yourself.
Oh, introduce myself.
Yes, give us something like an insight or a gist of who you are and what you do.
Okay, alright. So, I'm Alex Lorica. I am an acting coach and a designated Meisner teacher. Sophie has been my student for a while. Aside from that, I am an actor, singer. I'm the founder of Sightlines Actor Space, so I'm also managing that. And in my free time, I try to read, watch TV, film, like any other person. I also have my hobbies, which is important. So yeah, that's pretty much who I am, I would say. I'm a big geek. I love Star Wars, Marvel, and whatnot. Aside from like being an actor and an acting coach, those are other things I'm passionate about. Yeah.
Are you excited on what are we going to tackle for today?
Yeah.
What you wanna share to everybody?
I'm very intrigued by the question of like, what the acting industry doesn't talk about.
Ooh, actually yes, it's very intriguing. Kahit hindi naman ako na-intrigue, pero of course, ano naman ko. It's fine. Let's do this. Let's do this. So to everybody who is like thinking of coming to the acting industry, these are the things that I would like to let you know. Para alam mo yung papasukin nyo. Hindi naman sa tinatakot ko kayo, medyo lang. Joke lang. Hindi naman. I just wanna give you a heads up on what's up for you. Okay? So, for a starter, I'll be asking you, what inspired you to build Sightlines Actor Space?
Okay, so I was inspired to start my own sort of acting studio. It kind of started when I was in college. So I was taking BFA Theater Arts in Ateneo, and then that's when I discovered my passion for teaching. And then I wanted to create an acting studio and create a safe space for actors to come together and work on their technique and train together. So to do script reading sessions, and then when you have auditions, you can reach out to this community to work on your technique to further train, because acting is a muscle. So in a way, the concept for Sightlines Actor Space is kind of like an actor's gym, because actors are athletes. So in order to make sure that our muscles are intact and we are ready for the audition and the job, we need to consistently train. So consistency is so important. You cannot just wing it. It's like, oh my gosh, I have an audition tomorrow, and then suddenly that's when you train lang. No, it is a lifestyle. You need consistent training to really work on. Natamaan siya. To work on these muscles, and what we work on is stretching and expanding our imagination, and training ourselves to open up our hearts, to be emotionally available and accessing our vulnerability, which takes a lot. It's easier said than done, and that's why you need to consistently train. Just like any other artist, like when you're singing, you vocalize, you gotta vocalize every day and make sure that you're singing all the time. And it's the same thing for acting. Like with athletes also, when you're playing basketball, you need to train. So the same thing. So that was the inspiration for Sightlines Actor Space, and for a space for actors to continuously learn. Right now, the primary acting technique that's being taught is Meisner, but in the future, I hope to introduce voice techniques also, movement techniques, and
Oh
other
my gosh.
acting techniques.
I
Because
can't
I don't,
wait.
yeah, because I believe that, as an actor, you don't have to just stick to one technique. Like, just because I teach,
Tama ka, tama.
diba? Just because I teach Meisner doesn't mean that's the only thing I practice. I also mix. So, it's important for you to constantly explore so that you find what works for you. And then you become um, aware of what works for you and you take ownership of what your technique is. Like, you're able to articulate. And being able to articulate what your technique is important so that you know what works for you and then you become consistent. Yeah, process is so important. So, yun.
Can you be honest?
Ano? Go, of course!
Alam mo, hindi ako nag-vocalize minsan.
Kailangan mo vocalize.
Yeah, like, di ba, of course, I sing and that, pero minsan nakakatamad mag-vocalize.
I know. Alam mo, nakakatamad siya. But like,
But,
kailangan kasi it's for your health.
talaga yun.
Tsaka for longevity. Para hindi mapagod. Kahit na nakakatamad siya, you can be doing something. I mean, just to help you, like, stimulate your brain and it doesn't get boring. Or, like, just change it up every now and then. But it's so important to vocalize. Yeah,
I know.
We're singing.
Tsaka yung wing it na, yeah, let's just wing it.
Yun.
Yeah, that's me. I do that.
Kasi when
a
you do
lot.
that, hindi ka magiging consistent in your work. So, importante talaga na consistent ka. And you show up for yourself. Not for other people. When you do these things, it's for you. It's not to please other people. And take it as a, parang self-care na rin yun. That's you showing up for yourself by exercising or vocalizing and organizing your own rehearsals with other actors.
That's so
yun.
nice. So you guys pick that a thing or two. That's a great advice. Okay, so next one, you have mentioned safe space. Diba? So could you tell us more about like safe space and why is it very important, like having a safe space for actors?
Why is it important? Well, because you're dealing with real emotions here. We're human beings and we're sensitives. And kasi the safe space is important. Establishing boundaries is important so that you feel freer in your acting. You're not hesitating. When you know what the boundaries are or the parameters of where you can play, there's no room for hesitation. Kumbaga, you're able to follow your truthful instincts in the moment because you know that you won't personally hurt your scene partner. So yun, intimacy training is so important. Communication with your co-actors, consent, so that it's very clear between the two of you where you can play around and explore. So that when you do explore, wala ka ng excuse when you hesitate. So, lagot ka sa acting coach mo kapag nag-hesitate ka. Or sa director mo. Kasi you talked about boundaries na. So yun, that's why the safe space is important. I also think, as a society, I think we should be more progressive and prioritize people's well-being. Who we are as people is more important than these fictional stories, and our mental health is very important. So, finding the ease in stepping out of these given circumstances is actually, I think, more important than finding the ease in stepping in. So, it's so important that you're able to step out, to go back to yourself. And that's something I really emphasize on because you don't want to completely lose yourself in a role. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And it can be traumatizing. So, yeah, that's why safe space is very, very important. Kasi who you are, again, I want to emphasize this, is more important than these roles. Okay? So, yun.
Ganda nun. Who you are is very important.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, the real you is more important because you're a real human being, unlike these fictional characters.
May point ka dyan. Kasi iba na, like, nadadala. Yeah, even pag uwi, alam mo yun, feeling nila, yun pa rin sila.
Yeah, and kailangan kasi, in order for you to be able to do that, you need to explore and find what works for you to be able to step out safely. So in the same way that you find what works for you when you emotionally prepare, you know, to be able to step in, kailangan alam mo rin kung ano mag-work sa'yo to be able to step out. So, for example, ako, kasi, di ba, kapag meron tayong scene minsan, kapag dramatic, we're so in it na we don't wanna let go. Kasi ang sarap ng feeling na nandun yung real emotions. But you need to go back to yourself. Parang be aware na, okay, it's getting too much, time to step out. So, how do you do that? Ako personally, I like walking or like exercising. Just talking to people, to real people, helps me go back to reality and just shake off the residue emotions from the scene that I just did.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So,
gets,
ganun.
gets.
So, iba-iba siya for each person, you know. And it's a matter of knowing what works for you.
Yeah.
And that's why you train so that you're able to discover what works.
Nagkakaroon ako ng realization. Hindi kasi ikaw, sabi mo, you get into it kasi ang saya, parang ang sarap ng feeling because you're so emotional, yan.
Yeah.
Sa akin, fear.
Sa'yo, fear.
Fear
Ako
sa
hindi
akin.
kasi
I get lots of
ever
fear.
since I was a kid, I always loved daydreaming.
Okay.
So, minsan, papagalitan ako ng nanay ko kasi ang tagal-tagal ko sa CR, hindi pa rin pala ako naliligo kasi daydream ako. As in, kung ano-ano ng imagination, like,
Okay.
imaginary circumstances yung nangyayari. And the thing is kasi, when I do it, I'm really in it. So,
Okay,
even
get.
for, let's say, when I'm rehearsing a song, I get really into it. Like, talagang I start planning and imagining what the circumstances are, what gets me into it. So, when I'm doing that, I enjoy feeling these emotions because, you know, I get to access my humanity. But sometimes it can get masochistic in a way na parang, iyak na para maramdaman to. Oh, it's so deep and dramatic. Pero like, teka lang, healthy pa ba to? Medyo, baka sinasaktan ko na yung sarili ko masyado, hindi naman kailangan. Diba? So, to be able to step out is so important. Fear is very valid because it's scary.
Yeah, it is.
You know, for a lot of people, it's scary to be vulnerable, not just on your own, but in front of other people. So, okay lang yan. It's part of it.
Yeah, it is part of it. Hindi sa akin naman, kaya siya fear kasi you're ewan ko, I'm having this fear na it can happen to me. Kaya hindi ako makastep out. Yes.
Hindi
Actually, that is the reason why I'm having problems stepping out of character. Kasi, I'm having fear na it can happen to me. Like, sobrang
ang
bigger
nangyayari,
chances.
you're anticipating it.
Parang gano'n.
Hindi naman nangyayari.
Oo. Pero
Kailangan
hindi
mo
pa siya
lang-
nangyayari.
Kailangan mo lang siyang i-remind yung sarili mo na that's not what's happening right now. Just go back to reality and the moment at the, you know, it's like, why are you worrying over something that hasn't happened yet?
May point ka dyan, no?
Yeah.
Oo nga.
You're just causing more anxiety for yourself.
Alam mo, may point ka dyan. Kasi ganyan ako like in all things. Parang, sobrang advanced ko mag-isip. To the point na, na anxiety ako. Tapos hindi pa siya nangyayari. Parang kasi parang
You need to have a pep talk with yourself na alam mo nang meron kang tendency ng ganun. Kausapin mo sarili mo, Hoy, Sophie, nag-worry ka na naman. Nangyari na ba? Hindi naman ito yung nangyayari ngayon. Ba't ka nag-worry?
May point ka. I'll take note of that. I'm so glad it's being recorded at the moment. Yes.
Yun.
And I'm
So,
gonna write that down.
know, the thing with fear is, and with a lot of emotions, just let it exist. And don't let the fear dictate your choices. You know, fear is normal. I get scared a lot. May not seem like it.
May not
You know,
seem like she's
just
scared.
because just because I'm scared doesn't mean I'm not brave enough to go for something. Parang I never let fear be the reason why I don't go for something. Parang, yeah, okay, I'm scared. Still gonna do it. And if anything, like if it's scary, that's an indicator that I should probably do it.
Okay.
Para
Gets.
to just counter, like, yeah, okay, I'm scared, so I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna jump. I'm still gonna take action.
Gets good part. Pero ako, I get stuck in the middle. Sinabi ko na sa'yo to before, diba? I'm so scared of doing it, but I still do it. But the problem with me, I get stuck in the middle that I can't find my way out. Alam mo yun?
What do you mean, like, find your way out?
Like, I can't get out. Like, alam mo yun, hindi ako kalabas.
Di ka makapag-fully let go?
Hindi let go eh. Parang hindi ako makalabas talaga. Like, hindi ko siya ma-achieve, hindi ko siya matapos. Alam mo yun, hindi ko siya matapos.
Parang you go for it, tapos biglang pag nandun ka na, gusto
In
mo umatras.
in the middle. Parang gusto mo umatras, pero kailangan mong gawin.
Labdanan.
Kailangan mong lumabas.
Oo.
Kaya I get stuck in the middle. Yeah, that's
Yun yung biggest wall mo.
Mm.
Kaya kailangan, you need to talk to yourself. Talaga.
Up to this day.
It's okay. It takes time
Takes
because,
time.
again, it's how many years did it take for you to develop all these filters and for you to develop all this fear, right, and insecurities. So it's gonna take time for you to be able to bravely just go for it and like fall on. So don't be too hard on yourself because when you're too hard on yourself, it's counterproductive and you end up mas gugustuhin mo mag-give up kaysa to go there. If anything, you should keep empowering yourself. That's what's gonna help you to keep going.
I should put that in mind, and you guys should put that in mind as well. I'm so sure I'm not alone in this world having the same issues and problems. So thank you for that wonderful answer. So that's about the safe space here in here with the actors and stuff. So. And guys, that's it for the What the Acting Industry Does Not Tell You Part 1. And there's more to come, actually. And pupunta pa lang tayo sa exciting part, guys. Anyways, for those who are interested of knowing Sightlines Actor Space, I am leaving the link below. So do check out the website, the Instagram account, the Facebook page, and so on. If you guys are looking for a place like a safe space for us actors, if you're looking for a place to exercise and, stretch your imagination or even yourself, wait, that sounds so wrong. I mean, stretch your capabilities as an actor. I mean, when it comes to roles that you want to play, yes, please do check out Sightlines Actor Space. And if you And if you guys are interested on taking Meisner classes, do check out the website. Alex do open registration every now and then. I'm not sure right now if there's an opening or we are still ongoing. I'm not sure, so just be on the lookout. And on June 10, there's a Meisner face-to-face class. That's around 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. So if you guys are interested, do register. Registration, I'm not sure if it's still open, if there are still slots available, or is the limited slots. I'm not sure. Do check it out or inquire. Yes. And yes, I guess that's it. What else can I say? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you picked out a thing or two, help you out on our journey. And I would like to let all of you know that you guys are not alone on this journey. So yes, I hope you guys are having a great time, great day. Good night, everyone. Bye. See you guys on part 2, ha. Walang aalis. Bye. If you guys want to register, try it out. I think there are more slots. I think there are. Samsung, your Buds Pro are just the worst. I swear, I hate your Buds Pro. Kaya ba free na siya these days?